Air Force Pararescue, Tsunami Inbound by James A. Shaw. Chapter 13. Lucca.
My eyes are heavy and not easy to open. I am cold, very cold. My mind is foggy. I'm not sure what is truth versus fiction. It takes me a second, but I finally get the energy to look around. The boat rocks back and forth. I peer down and see that I am wrapped in a blanket. Cold shivers run down my spine. As my wet clothes cling to my skin, things begin to come into focus. I sit up from where I was laying out on the bench seat. I rotate my body and place my feet down. Cold, Arctic water hits my ankles and bites through my shoes. There is water all around. It is rising. My Seattle Mariners hoodie hangs down almost to my knees, torn and badly ripped over the shoulder. I stand up and instantly lose balance. My head swims, and with the movement of the boat, I can barely stand. I swash over to the wheel to get a view from the outside. My whole body hurts, but I feel the strength to call out John's name. There is no response. I call out again, no response. I apologize out loud. John, I am sorry. Whatever I did, I won't do it again. There is no reply. The situation outside the boat does not look better. I am in the middle of the bay, with no way for escape, and the boat is listing heavy to one side. To my back is clear ocean. To my front is land, which has been carved by the tsunami. Maybe that is where Mom and Sister are. It does look similar. I decide to head in that direction. I walk over to the captain's chair and stare at all the controls. I have never done this before, but it can't be too hard. There's a wheel, a few levers, several switches, and a key. I turn over the key, and the engine slowly grumbles. The boat lifts to one side, and I struggle to stand upright. I have to tilt my body weight. I slowly throttle the boat to a murmur, and she puts along, zigzagging in a crooked line. The boat begins to shake, and the front boat dips below what should be normal. The boat has taken on so much water, she cannot drive straight. The engines begin to make an awful cracking sound, cutting in and out. I try to move the lever up and down, but there is no response. The boat aimlessly floats about. I grab John's book bag and throw in snacks, a water bottle, and Dad's cell phone. I crawl up the ladder to the top side. The boat leans in a position where I can almost touch the water off the bow. She is almost on her side. The slow current pushes the boat forward to the coastline. I wait and rest against the railing. I just hope I don't have to swim. The boat hits rock underneath and makes a loud screeching sound until it stops moving. The engines start to puff white smoke. Puff, puff, puff. Behind, I can hear the whining sound of one of the propellers. But since it is not in the water, it spins freely. The boat rises on a wave and plunges forward toward the coastline. We hit rock again. I lose my balance. I look up and almost fall off the boat into the water. I grab a hold again, as I can feel the waves thrashing underneath. The boat rides another wave, and this time it sends us forward to an embankment. Now I am only a few feet away. I lean back, jump off, and clear the boat. I land on thick mud, and my shoes sink in. Mud spills over into my shoes. The ground is ripped apart where the tsunami's wave took out the coastline. Grass, plants, and the top layer of soil are missing. What remains is wet, slippery mud. I look up the slope, which is similar to a playground slide. I try to take the first step up in a bare walk in my dress shoes. It does nothing for me, and I slide down a few inches. My hands grip mud, and I take a second step, then another step. It is like going 3 feet up and sliding 2 feet down, more challenging than any playground slide. I am cold, and the weight of the book bag adds to the challenge. I peer at my palms. They are clammy and wrinkly. I call out again, Mom, Maggie, no response. I shift my weight. The mud seems to sting my hands with its coldness. There is no traction, and I struggle to dig my fingers into the wet mud. My fingertips are swollen, and purple. They tingle each time I touch the mud and grip down. I take another step and pause to breathe. I look back as wave turns the boat around, so the propeller faces me. It spins wildly, sending ocean spray up into the air. The boat is coming straight towards me, the propeller spinning down on my exact location. I try to run up, but it is a mudslide. I begin to slide down, and I kick my right shoe into the mud to act as a brake. I stop. The boat inches closer and lodges itself with its propeller in the air directly below me. Vibrations ripple through the ground. The blades chop the air underneath my feet. My right hand clenches the dirt and holds on for dear life. Terror strikes my heart. I do not think I can hold on much longer. I spy a rogue wave crashing in, and I know the boat will lift. I close my eyes. This is it. Nothing. I open my right eye. Down below, the boat slips aimlessly away on her side out into the ocean. She bellies up, dips under the water, and sinks. A large air bubble rises and pops. I take a deep breath and look up. Once again, I have survived near death, now to the top of this cliff. I spin on my left dress shoe and stretch tall. My right hand searches for a hold, and I painfully press up. I go slow, but I reach the top without falling. I place both hands on a large rock and pull myself up and over. I lay on my back and take deep breaths from exhaustion, my book bag causing an unnatural arch. I turn my head and look out over the water, but see no city. I take another deep breath and rise up to my knees. Mom, I cry out. Maggie, still no response. I stand up and look around. It is a forest of evergreen trees, cascading mountains, and fireweed fields.